Hello everyone and welcome to Master Zealand. In today's session, we'll talk about the changed syllabus and the deleted portions from CBSE 9th grade science subject. Okay, let's move. In our presentation, we have used three different colors, blue, yellow or orange and red, and to present the different type of chapters. The blue color for chapters where there is no changes and those chapters are kept in this year's syllabus as it is. We have used yellow or you can say orange color for the chapters where they have removed some part or some topics from that chapters. Okay. And there are third type of chapters from last year which are completely removed from this year's session. Okay. So let's see, first of all, we check the overall what changes they have done. Okay, if you compare on your left side, which is from 2019-20 syllabus, they have 5 units, different units, and each units contain multiple chapters in your book. So that 5 units, out of those 5 units, last 2 units, our environments and food productions, they have completely removed from this year's syllabus, although they have used our environment for internal assessment purpose. We'll talk about when we see chapter by chapter analysis. Okay, so and the whatever they have removed, the unit number 4 and unit number 5, these marks, the 6 marks here and 4 marks here, redistributed between these three. Okay, so if you see the marks in unit 1 related chapters, there was 23, now it's 27. Okay, similarly they have increased in unit 2 which is related to organization in living words, they increased 6 marks here. Okay, so and there is no change in the third portion which is related to physics, so there is no change. So whatever they have removed, they have redistributed those marks in between chemistry and biology chapters. Now we go chapter by chapter analysis and see what are the changes is being done. Okay, so here from unit 1 which is related to matter, the chapter number 1 which is matter in our surroundings is completely removed from syllabus. Okay, so this chapter is no more if you are having your older books. Okay, chapter number 2 which is nature of matter, then chapter number 3 particles, nature and their basic units, atoms and molecules. Chapter number 4 is structure of atoms. All these 3 chapters are kept as it is. Okay, so there is no change from these 3 chapters. Okay, so let's move further. Chapter number 5, chapter number 6 which is related to cells, basic unit of life, and then chapter 6 related to tissues, organs, organ system, organisms, related to biology. These 2 chapters are kept as it is. So again in these 2 chapters there is no change for this year as well. But chapter number 7 they completely removed. Okay, so this chapter is no more for this year's syllabus. Okay, this chapter is related to your diversity in living organism. Okay, let's see for chapter number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These 5 chapters are related to physics portion of science. In these chapters, they have removed completely chapter number 12, which is related to sound. There is this chapter is no more in your syllabus. Okay. From chapter number 10, this is gravitation. From this chapter, they removed part of flotation, which is related to fluid mechanics. Okay, so they removed that portion, and I think if you go to the chapter number 10, which is your gravitation chapter, you can see the topic 10.5 thrust and pressure, 10.6 Archimedes principle, and 10.7 relative density. Okay, all these 3 portions or 3 topics is removed now. Okay, so these topics you can leave. And let's see next from under unit 4. Wait a minute. Okay, let's move to the next slide. See. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Here, the chapters 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all these 5 chapters are related to your physics portion of your science book. And out of these 5 chapters, I see motion, force, and Newton's law and work, energy, power. These 3 chapters are intact. There is no change. And logically, this is correct because these chapters are very fundamentals, and the same chapters you will see in your higher grade 11th grade, because all these 3 chapters and related topics will be there in 11th grade as well, and these 3 chapters will be providing you the foundation for your higher grade studies. Okay, so these 3 chapters are important, so they have not removed anything from these chapters, right? Now let's talk about chapter number 10 and chapter number 12. So chapter number 12, which is related to sound, they have removed this chapter completely, so you need not to work on this sound chapter. Okay, so this chapter is completely removed. If we talk about the gravitation, which is chapter number 10, from that gravitation they have removed the flotation part. Okay, this is, if you check your chapter 10 and the topic number 10.5, 10.6 and 10.7, these topics are related to thrust and pressure, Archimedes principle, and relative density. Okay, so this portion is being dropped for this year session. So these topics will not come in your final exams this year. Okay, so you can leave these portions. So overall from physics, I think they removed 1 chapter out of 5. So and some portion from the chapter number 10. So approximate, I think they have removed 25% or so. Next, we'll talk about the chapter number 13, health and disease. This chapter is intact again. This chapter will be there in this year's syllabus as well. But if we move to the chapter number 14, which is from our environment, unit number 4 for last year, this year, this unit is completely removed. As we saw in our first slide, you see that unit 4 and unit 5 is removed from there, and the 10 marks of these 2 units is being adjusted in your unit 1 and unit 2, right? So here the natural resources related topic, okay, chapter number 14 is completely gone. Okay, this chapter is not there in this year's syllabus. And but the only one thing they have added here for this chapter can be used for internal assessment or internal project, and there is 20 marks for your internal assignments, right? So this particular topic can be a part of that portion. If you see this note, they have written in learners are assigned to read the below listed parts of unit 4. They can be encouraged to prepare a brief write-up on any one concept of this unit in their portfolio. Okay, so this may be an assessment for internal assessment, and credit may be given. Okay, so this portion of unit is not to be assessed in the year-end examination. Okay, so that is what this unit number 4. But they have deleted this portion from your final exams. Okay. Now we talk about the chapter number 15, improvement in food resources, and this is from unit 5, and this chapter is completely removed again from your final exams. Okay, so this chapter is no more. You can leave this chapter. Next we'll talk about your practicals. Last year there are 15 practicals in your syllabus. This year they have removed 7 practicals from that list, and now you are left with only 8 practicals this year. So this way, I think they have reduced around 50% of your practicals, and this seems to be logical, as you are not able to go your schools for some time. You are not able to use your labs. So I think this is a correct move. If overall we see, the CBSE has removed 5 chapters completely out of your 15 chapters, so that is 33% directly, and they have removed some topics as well from other chapters. So you can say approximate 35% your syllabus is down this year. Okay, the good thing is, except I see the chapter sound, which they have removed, other things seems to be okay. For sound, I think you need to work on the next classes, because this chapter is comes in the form of waves. So otherwise it's fine. I think it's not going to impact you much if you go for further classes as well. Okay, and from practical perspective, again nearly 50% practical they have reduced. So I think overall perspective, it's good for you as well as whatever time as of now. Okay, and it's not going to impact your understanding or your knowledge base for your higher grades as well. Okay, so that is good thing. So that's all I have for today's session, and thanks for watching us. If you like this session, please click the like button and subscribe us for knowledgeable videos on your physics and maths topics. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.